Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning everyone.
Morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, before we start our lesson today, let's open this lesson today by reciting basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, now Miss will check attendance first. Senandung.
Yes, ma'am.
Nada. Nia. Muna. Okay, everyone is here.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Now, Miss, I wanna ask. Does anyone know what we learned yesterday?
About expressing intention, Miss.
Okay, that's true. About expressing intention. And today, we're going to learn about hobbies and interests. Hobbies and interests, these are activities that we enjoy doing in our free time. And by the end of the lesson, you will able to talk about your hobbies in English confidently. And next is our lesson objectives today. The first is you will learn about vocabulary and expression for hobbies and interests. And the second, you will make sentences using correct expression. And the last, you will express hobbies confidently in speaking in the last lesson. And next, okay. Now I wanna ask you, what do you usually do in your free time?
I usually watch movie and listen to music.
Okay. Any other?
Reading novel.
Okay. Anyone can answer again?
I
Okay.
like to go cycling around my neighborhood.
Okay. And second, Miss wanna ask, do you share the same hobbies as your friends?
Yes, Miss, I do. We often play football together after school.
Okay. Any other?
I'm not, Miss. I don't.
Okay.
My friends like playing games, but I prefer reading.
Okay, thank you. And last, how can you tell someone about your hobby in English? Anyone?
I can say my hobby is a reading novel. I read every night before bed.
Okay, anyone can answer again?
My hobbies is painting. I usually paint in my bedroom on weekends.
Okay, that's good about your talking about hobbies. And next? Okay, and there are some expression when we talk about the hobbies. Please listen be carefully, and I will read the expression and you can repeat after me, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, the first, I like. The second, my hobby is. The third, I enjoy. And I'm interested in. And in my free time, I usually. Okay, that's good pronunciation, guys. Next. Okay, and there are some example. When we want talking about hobbies, we can say like, I like playing football, and my hobby is painting, and I enjoy watching the movie, and I'm interested in photography. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. And now is guided practice, and I will give each of you some picture about the hobbies, and you can make one sentence using the expression just we learned today. And for example, you have a swimming picture, and you can say, I enjoy swimming, like that. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I will share you. Okay, are you finished, guys?
Finish, Miss.
Next, back. Okay, and if you finish, please pair work activity. You can work with your partner. You can work with your partner, and you ask to your partner like, what's your hobby? And you can answer, my hobby is swimming, and you can add a reason like, I enjoy it because it's fun, like that. And if you finish, you can present in front of the class. Okay.
Okay. Hi Nada, what's your hobbies?
Hi Nandong, my hobby is playing football. I enjoy it because it's energetic.
Wow, that's interesting.
And you can tanya sama.
Hi Nandong, what's your hobbies?
My hobby is playing guitar.
Wow, it's really good.
I enjoy it because it's musical.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Give applause, guys. Next. Next. Okay, for the reflection, I want to ask what we just learned today.
About hobbies and interesting.
Okay, that's good. And what expression we did learn today?
I like to,
Yes, and
I enjoy to, and,
I'm interested.
to.
Okay, that's good. And for your homework is please write 3 sentences about your hobby and why you like it. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, maybe that's enough for me. And thank you for your attention. Thank you for your participation today. Let's close our lesson today by reciting Hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Masuk. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello guys, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good too, thank you. So, before we start our lesson, it will be better we start with reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Then I'll check the attendance, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Nabila,
Present.
Azza,
Present.
Durotin. Okay, anyone in here, right?
Yes, Miss.
So, in this sunny day, we will learn an interesting material. What the material is? It is a song. You can see in the front of you the song. So, next we will listen about the song that I show it to you. Okay? Okay. After you listen carefully about the song, do you know what the title of the song? Who say? Okay. Who's the musician? Anyone know? Oh yeah, okay, right. Give applause to Akila. So, today we will learn about the song. Next, okay, we will learn about the song. A song is a composition of word and music. Song used to express feeling, to tell story, or to tell a message. I have a statement. A song can be used as a learning tool to improve English skills. Agree or disagree? Agree. Cause what? Cause that's real that song can improve English skill. Okay, next. After we know about the song, so we will know about the language features of a song. Number 1 is rhyme. Rhyme is like a repetition sound in the end of the word. Okay? And rhythm. Rhythm is like when you know like nada, notes. Okay? And number 2 is figurative language. Number 3 is repetition of word or lines. Number 4 is simple and conventional. And number 5 is chorus and verse. Chorus is like what the song tells the story, and verse is like the main of the song. Okay?
Okay,
Next.
Miss.
Okay. After we know the definition about song and language feature of song, I give you a worksheet that you must to listen carefully about the song that I want to play, and you can write your answer in this worksheet. You can see the instruction on this paper, right? Okay?
Okay, Miss.
I'll share you the worksheet. Okay. This. Okay, so you can read the instruction and you must to decide it a pair. So you come in front of the class, 2 people, okay, as a one group. Anyone finish?
Finish, Miss.
Okay, I need some group to come forward and show to in front of the class. Okay. Okay. Read this about a keyword, an unfamiliar word, the meaning, and the last is what the message of the song.
Keyword. Beautiful and perfect.
Okay.
Unfamiliar word. Made you out of gold. Underestimate you got every right.
Okay.
Meaning, the song is about embracing who you are and not letting others' opinions lower self-esteem. It remembers listeners that they have beauty and value inside them.
Okay. Thank you for Mbak Aza. Give applause anyone. What the moral?
For moral message is believe in yourself, ignore negativity, and appreciate your uniqueness.
Okay, give applause to Mbak Felicia. Okay, next. Okay, that's the keyword. Some of you, right? The keyword is beautiful, perfect, truth, critic, judge, and diamond. Any other? Treasure or anything? Okay, the next is unfamiliar word phrase. Number one is made you out of gold. Under this mat, you've got every night. It means like you've out gold is like you are have a value and other. Next. So we get the analyze is song is about who says from Selena Gomez. You can say the themes, main message, and the meaning. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
So the themes is about self-confidence. The main message is you just be beautiful and just the way you are, no matter what others say. And the meaning is describe someone who refuse to be definitely by criticism or negatively and recognize their own worth. Okay? Move. Okay. What have we learned today, guys? About the song. Okay. About the song, we will learn about definition and language feature. Okay. Next. So I think is that enough for me. Thank you for the attention. We end with Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone.
Hello, Miss.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good too. Thank you. Is there absent today? Anyone absent today?
No, Miss.
Okay. Let's start our lesson by reciting basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. Today we will learn about alphabet and spelling. Today we will also do an assessment about alphabet and spelling. Okay, guys?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. What is alphabet? Alphabet is the set of letters used to write a language. In English, the alphabet has 26 letters that are used to form words. Nabila. Okay, the English alphabet. Repeat after me.
Yes, Miss.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. One more. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R,
R
S
S
T
T
U
U
V
V
W
W
X
X
Y
Y
Z.
Z.
Okay, give applause for us. Okay. Next is about vowel and consonant. Vowel is A, E, I, O, U. And consonant, all other letters, 26 letter. Okay, next. Okay. Letter names and letter sounds. Each letter has a letter name and letter sound. The letter name is used when spelling and the letter sound is used when reading words. Example, repeat after me. A. As in apple.
As in apple.
B.
B.
As in bag.
As in bag.
C.
C.
As in cat.
As in cat.
Z.
Z.
As in zebra.
As in zebra.
Okay. Okay, what is spelling? Spelling means saying or writing the letters of a word in the correct order in English. Spelling is very important because some words are not pronounced exactly as they are written. Okay. B. Beer. B. Beer.
B. Beer.
B.
B.
E.
E.
I.
I.
R.
R.
Okay. Okay, next we do an assessment, okay guys?
Okay, Miss.
For the assessment procedure, I will invite you come one by one and then you will come and spelling your name and the card I has prepared, okay guys?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, who want to come first? Okay, Gina. Okay, let's spelling your name, please.
Gyna.
Okay. After this, you spell this card, okay?
Okay, Miss. I get a clock. The spelling CLOCK.
Okay. Give applause for Gina. Okay. Who want to come again? I will score you guys. Okay, Akila. Akila, please spelling about your name.
Aquillah.
Okay. Next is about this card.
Kangahoo.
Okay. Give applause for Akila. Who won again? Okay, Muna. Okay, let's spelling about your name, Muna.
Muna.
Okay. And then this card.
Okay. Turtla.
Okay, give applause for Muna. Okay guys, maybe this is enough from me. I'm sorry for my mistake and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning everyone.
Morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, thank you. Before we start our class, let's say basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, let me check your attendance. Is there anyone absent today?
No.
Alhamdulillah, I'm glad to hear that everyone is here, okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Today, we are going to learn about describing people. Before we focus on the material, I have some question for you. How do you describe your best friends? Yeah, Akila?
My best friend is tall and has short black hair.
Okay. And the second question, what words can you use to describe a person? Hair, eyes, or personality?
Hair is long, short, curly, and eyes big, small, round, and green. And the personality is friendly, shy, and helpful.
Okay. And then, how do you feel if someone describe you kindly?
I feel happy.
Okay. Okay. I have several. Oh, please look at this together. This is word to describe a person. The first is hair, like curly, straight, wavy, black, blonde, or something like that. And then eyes, big, small, round, almond shape, brown, blue, or something like that. And then head and body shape, like tall, short, slim, thin, or something like that. And then personality, like friendly, shy, and careful, or something like that. And then I have several pictures. Who here can describe this picture? And I will give you a prize. Yeah, please.
She wears green hijab,
Yes.
green veil, sorry.
Okay.
And is a religious figure who likes to give Islamic lectures with a friendly personality.
Okay. Give applause to Akila. Good job, Akila. This is for you.
Okay, thank you.
And the second pictures. Who can describe these pictures? Yeah, please.
Marc Marquez, he is a MotoGP racer.
Yeah.
Number 93, originally from Spain and often becomes a champion.
Yeah, good job. Give applause to Muna. This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And here I have a short video. Let's watch together. And afterwards, please identify the words can use in it. Okay.
Where is Ronald? I don't know. Oh no! Excuse me. I'm looking for my little sister. Okay. Don't worry. What's her name? Her name is Ronald. She's 6 years old. What does she look like? She has short curly hair. What is she wearing? She's wearing a...
Okay, this is an example for describing people. And now I will divide you into two groups. This is group 1 and group 2. And each group representative will describe one of your classmates without mentioning her name. And the correct answer, I will give you a point. Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay. Okay, please begin.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Okay. She has a tall body. She is beautiful, and she is from West Java.
Yeah. Please, the other group, guess the person. Yeah?
She has a sweetie smile and then brown eyes and like singing.
Okay. Who the person? Okay. The correct answer, I will give you a point. And the second describing, who is?
Azza.
It's wrong. Let's try ya. I don't give you a point. Okay. And for the better understanding, I will give you a worksheet and homework. And the next meeting, I will check your homework and you make describing people, your favorite person, about 3 until 5 paragraph. Is that clear? Anyone?
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay. Okay. That's all of today's lesson. Today we are going to learn about describing people. Okay. Before we close the material, the lesson, let's say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Cek. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine, thanks. Okay, before we start material, let's open our meeting. We're setting basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, first I will check attendance, okay? When I call your name, please mention your favorite food or your favorite drink, okay? First is Nia.
Lemon tea.
Lemon tea, okay. Nada? Chicken noodle. Fauzia?
I like sushi.
Sushi, okay. Nasha?
I like food fries.
Food friends. Azza?
I like seafood.
Seafood. Gina?
I like meatball.
Meatball. Muna?
I like ice cream.
Ice cream. And then Duratin?
I like tea.
Okay. Okay, guys. So, can someone explain about how to make your favorite food or your favorite drink? Okay, Duratin?
For make the tea, I boil some water and then put the tea into the cup and pour hot water into the cup. Let the tea steep for 30 until 5 minutes and remove the tea bags or strain the leaves and add sugar or honey if you like and stir well.
Okay, thank you, Duratin. So, today we will talk about procedure text. Do you know procedure text? No? Okay, procedure text, it means like text, how to explain how do something or how to make something. For example, Duratin, how to make tea. The purpose is like for refreshing
refreshing our brain. That is the purpose. In procedure text, you must mention about what we call it, purpose or goal, and the second is ingredients, and last is step how to make the tea. The purpose is what the goal, why you make tea, and the second is ingredients, like what the ingredients when you will make the tea, like glass or cup, water, tea, sugar, and etc. Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes to make some procedure text, and after that I will call you. It's up to me one to come to me here. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, start from now. Are you finished?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I will call Juratin. Please come here. Okay, what's the title of your procedure text?
How to turn on air conditioner using a remote.
Okay, how to turn on air conditioner using a remote. Okay, there is what the purpose, what the goal.
The goal is to turn on the air conditioner with a remote control.
Okay, and then the steps.
The step is, the first is point the remote control at the air conditioner on it. And
Okay.
the second is press the power button. And the three is set the desired temperature using the plus or minus button. And the fourth is adjust the mode, cool, fan or dry if you need it. And the fifth is enjoy the cool air.
Okay, thank you, Juratin.
Okay.
Okay. This important what you call important news, yeah. When you will how to do something, you didn't must write the ingredients. When you will use how to make something, you must write the ingredients. When how to do something, you didn't must how write the ingredients. Okay, so what the lesson today about procedure text. The procedure text must have what? First is purpose. The second is purpose and the goal. Okay, the second is
Step.
ingredients. The third is steps. Okay, for the next meeting, I will give you homework. You must write the procedure text by grouping. It's up to you. And then you must bring the ingredients come to class. You must how to make something, like it's up to you how to make coffee, how to make tea, or it's up to your group. Okay, understand? Okay, I think enough for your kind attention. Let's close our meeting by reciting hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Thanks for your kind attention. And the last essay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good too. Thanks for asking. Now, before we start our class, let's recite basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, I hope you that will ready to learn something new today. Now, student, I have the black bottle in here and the white bottle in here. Now I will ask you, which one is more bigger?
Mimis.
Yeah? Yeah, the black bottle. The black bottle is more bigger than the white bottle. Alright, and then how about now if I add one bottle? Which one is the biggest? Which one is? Okay?
The pink bottle.
Yeah, the pink bottle. Okay, so the question is, what different when I say before the bigger than and the biggest? Can anyone know? What different? The difference is when we say the bigger than is using for the two things, and for the biggest is using for more than two things. Alright, then that's exactly we will learn today is about comparative and superlative. Alright, then I will give you the formula of comparative and superlative. Comparative and superlative, we can use the affix of er and more. And for superlative, we can use the affix for est and most. Alright? Does anyone know how to use the affix er, more, est, and most? You don't know? Then let's find out. Er we use in adjective, in the end of adjective, and we plus then. Alright, and for more, we use in the front of adjective, and we plus then. Alright, and for the est, also the same of the er, and for most, we also same the more. Alright, so I have the sum of word in this. Can one student or anyone can answer it? Beautiful. Handsome. Yeah, Muna?
The most handsome, more handsome than.
What?
The most handsome, more handsome than.
The handsome. What?
The most handsome.
The most handsome.
More handsome than.
More handsome than. Yeah. Did you understand? Now I will explain. Handsome is have two syllable. Handsome, right? The syllable. So we use the more for the adjective have two syllable. And for the superlative, we also use most for the adjective have two syllable. Alright. And how about to say small? The word of small. Who can say? Who can answer? Small, yeah, small. Yeah, alright, Mbak Azah.
Small, smaller than, and the smallest.
Smaller and smallest. Okay. Now I will explain. Small is have how much syllable in this? No. Yeah, alright. Just one, yeah? Just one. So we use er and Yes. Alright, not most or more. So, like the answer of the Mbak Azza is what, Mbak Azza? What?
Smaller than and
Yeah, smaller than and smallest than. Alright. So, you understand about that, student?
Yes.
No. If you understand about that, then let's make the group of the 3 people, and then I will give you some paper, and you can underline the of comparative and superlative in this paragraph. Alright, you can identify with your partner, and we will discuss about that later. Okay, are you done, student?
Done me.
Okay, alright. If you're done, then we will discuss about that in the next class, alright? Now, let's talk about what we learned today. What we learned, student?
Comparative and superlative.
Yeah, comparative and superlative. Comparative and superlative is used when, for comparative, is used when you want to compare 2 things, and for superlative, you use when you want to compare more than 2 things. Comparative used with er and more, and for superlative, est and most. Alright. So I hope you will understand about this material, because this material is very important in your daily life. Alright. So let's close this class with hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next class.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Is anyone absent today?
Nobody.
Okay, good. Before we start our lesson, let's reciting basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. Today we will learn about expressing likes and dislikes. Okay. Before we start, I want to ask you some questions. The first question is, what food do you like to eat?
I like soto.
Okay. Okay. The next. Okay. The second question is, what food don't you like?
I dislike seblak.
Okay. What's next? Okay, good. Next. Now let's watch this short video about expressing like and dislike. Please pay attention and listen carefully.
What's your favorite kind of juice?
I really like apple juice. How about you? Do you like vegetable juice?
Yes, I love tomato juice. How about you?
Tomato juice? I can't stand tomato juice. No, I don't like vegetable juice.
Look, they have pizza and hot dogs here. What do you like on your pizza?
I love extra cheese, pepperoni, and mushrooms. How about you?
I always get tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, and corn on my pizza.
Next is, why do we need to express likes and dislikes? The first is to share personal information. The second is to find common interests with other people. And the third is to express opinions politely. And the fourth is to share basic information about yourself. Okay, next. What is expressing likes and dislikes? Expressing likes and dislikes is a way to tell others about the things you enjoy or do not enjoy. It helps in sharing personal preferences in everyday conversation. Okay, next. Okay. Now these are the common sentence patterns. Please repeat after me. For likes, you can say, I like blah blah blah.
I like blah blah blah.
Okay. I love blah blah blah.
I love blah blah blah.
I enjoy blah blah blah.
I enjoy blah blah blah.
My favorite blah 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 is blah blah blah.
My favorite blah 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 is blah blah blah.
I prefer blah blah blah.
I prefer blah blah blah.
And for dislike, I don't like blah blah blah.
I don't like blah blah blah.
I dislike blah blah blah.
I dislike blah blah blah.
I hate blah blah blah.
I hate blah blah blah.
I'm not into blah blah blah.
I'm not into blah blah blah.
Okay. I can stand blah blah blah.
I can stand blah blah blah.
Next. These are the example of expressing like and dislike. First like is, I like pizza. I love playing football. I enjoy reading books. My favorite drink is orange juice. And for dislike is, I don't like sushi. I dislike eating spicy food. I hate waking up late, and I'm not into horror movie. Next. These are the example of question and short answer when you want to ask someone. The first is, do you like pizza? If you like, you can say, yes, I do. And if you don't like it, you can say, no, I don't. And the second is, do you like playing badminton? If you like it, you can say, yes, I do. And if you don't like it, you can say, no, I don't. And the third is, what do you like? The answer, you can say, I like ice cream. And the fourth is, what don't you like? And you can answer it, I don't like milk. Now it's time to practice. I will give you the worksheet. Please give a tick if you like and a cross if you don't like it. After completing the ticks and crosses, write sentences about what you like and about what you don't like based on your answer. I will give you 5 minutes. Okay, time is up. Who want to read the answer, please? Okay.
I like burger and I dislike cake.
Okay, for 3.
I like ice cream and I dislike cola.
Okay, who's next?
Madami.
Okay.
I like pizza, but I dislike meatballs.
Okay. For next.
Nagumi.
Okay.
I like sepak and I dislike
Okay, good. Please, next. Okay, the task 2 is read the text below and find out the reason why the writers like the hobby. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Okay, time is up. Who wants to read the answer?
Because it is healthy, enjoyable, cheaper, and better tasting than eating out almost restaurant.
Okay, the next slide, please. Okay, the answer for the text 2 is?
Because it helps the writer to become creative and it is the writer patient.
Okay, good. That's all the material from today. Today we will learn about how to express likes and dislikes. Okay. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, student. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. How many students are absent today? Nobody? No. Oh, okay, alhamdulillah. So before we start our class, let's reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will talk about something that we all do every day, but I want to tell you yet, so you can guess what I say. Okay? I wake up at 5 a.m. and then the next I take a brush and then take a shower and then eat breakfast and then go to school. What I am talking about? Anyone? Okay.
Daily activity.
Okay, exactly. That's daily activity. So this is the topic that we going to learn today in this lesson. Okay, before that, let me ask you a question. Here on the screen, there are 4 questions. So, what time do you wake up, everyone? Okay.
I wake up at 7 a.m.
Oh, okay. Mbak Gina?
I wake up at 6 p.m.
Okay, thank you. And then, do you eat breakfast at home or school?
Yes, I eat breakfast at home.
Okay, Mbak Akila?
It's school.
At school, okay. And then, what do you do after school?
I do my homework.
Oh, Masya Allah. Okay, and then?
Cycling.
Okay, and the last one is, what time do you sleep at night?
I sleep at 9 p.m.
Oh, okay, Mbak Gina?
I sleep at 10 p.m.
Oh, okay. Next. So here in this daily activity, we use simple present tense to talk about daily routines or habits. We use the past form for Ayu Dewi to add s, and then he see it to es. Here I have 3 sentences. There are positive sentence and then negative sentence, and the last one is interrogative sentence. In positive sentence, there are 3 examples here. There are I wake up at 6 a.m. and then she wakes up at 6 a.m. and then he goes to school at 7 a.m. And in the negative sentence, there are 3 examples too. Here there are I don't wake up late C doesn't eat breakfast at school, and then the last one is they don't play football in the morning. And then in interrogative sentence, there are three. First is what time do you wake up? What time does he sleep? And then do they study after dinner? Understand?
Yes, understand, Miss.
Okay, next. So here I have one video you can watch, listen, and find information in this video, okay?
Hi, let me tell you about my daily routine. Every day, I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. First, I eat breakfast in the kitchen and feed my dog. Next, I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I dry my hair. I do my makeup. And I leave home around 8:30. I live downtown, so I drive my car every day.
Okay, pause. What the information that we get from this video? Anyone? C? Wake up at 7 o'clock. And then C does the makeup, and then C does eat breakfast, take a shower, and then take a brush teeth, something like that. Okay, next. This is the game time, so before we play the game, I want one volunteer to come forward, and then you can act in here, this paper, and then the class, you can guess what this Mbak Gina guess, okay? Okay. Are you understand?
First is
Sleep. That's good. Okay, next. Eat. Okay. Wash. Cooking. Brush teeth. Take a shower. That's good. Okay, thank you, Mbak Gina. So, is the game fun or not? Yes, miss. Okay, next. So here, let's reflect. What did we learn today?
Learn about daily activities.
Oh, okay, that's good. So, that's enough for me, and then you did amazing today. And then before we close our class, let's reciting hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. See you next meeting, guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Chat. Bismillahirrohmanirrohim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm great, thank you. Before we starting our lesson today, it will be better to sing basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, class. Is anyone absent today? Okay. Before we start our matter today, can you read about the word material in what we'll discuss today?
The exposition.
Okay, next. Okay, in this we have learning outline and we will discuss today about the one is definition, the two is introduction or thesis, argument and recommendation, and the three is function, the four is characteristic and language features of hortatory exposition text, and the last is activities. Are you ready, guys?
Yes, miss.
Okay, next. Okay, guys, in this material first, we have definition. Definition of hortatory exposition text is a type of text used to provide or persuade readers or listeners to do something or take a specific action. Usually, hortatory exposition text can include academic speeches, editorials, articles, scientific journals, and advertisements. And however, hortatory exposition text must be accompanied by the logical argument. Next. Okay, guys, in this slide, we have introduction or thesis. In this initial section, must to introduce the topic or problem to be discussed. This introduction aims to grab the reader or listener attention and encourage or listening to the text. The part of this introduction must be important to study, yes. Furthermore, in this section, also present the author opinion and or position regarding to topic being discussed. Next. And this part of argument, the argument section of hortatory exposition text contain the argument that support the author's said opinion and why a particular action should be taken. In this section, also topically, one explain why the proper solution is must to be reasonable and beneficial to the people involved. Next. In this PPT, we have a recommendation. The final section is concluded with a recommendation or call to action. This section encourages readers to take action or change their attitude from the opinion expression. About the recommendation, this is for appeal and the importance of considering the argument previously and mentioned. Next. And this, we have function of hortatory exposition text. The function of the text is convince other by a particular opinion or action. By using facts, data, and relevant information, hortatory exposition text will also provide information that support an argument and what the presented. Furthermore, hortatory exposition text with the to take a specific action. By supported by persuasive argument, hortatory exposition can influence the view and attitude of others. Next. This we have characteristic of hortatory exposition text. Can you read it, guys? About the one. What is this? About the characteristic.
The writing focus on the author and use the first person point of view.
Okay.
That is the author.
Number 2. Let's say together.
Use abstract nouns like culture, courage, hope, police, advantage, etc.
Yes. Number 3 is
Use action verb like ask, tell, argue, implement, etc.
Okay, and number 4, what it is?
Use thinking verb like consider and exercise.
And number 5,
Use modal adverb. For example, surely.
Certainly, definitely, clearly, etc.
okay, and number 6 until number 9.
Use structural matches.
Firstly, secondly, thirdly, etc. Number 7, use evaluative word like effective, efficient, trustworthy, valuable, etc. The simple present tense. Number 9, use the passive voice.
Okay, great everyone. Next. Okay guys, in this slide we have activities, and the activities is write one sentence from several hot or exposed structure. This is in the worksheet provided. Introduction, argument, recommendation, about then write out the sentence. Are you ready guys?
Yes, ready, miss.
Okay. Before that, I want to give you about the worksheet. Okay, and then I want two people to front out and read about the sentence, please. Come here.
I miss.
Kamu baca ya. Start from one sentence by Mbak Nada.
Okay. Maintaining a healthy diet is crucial for our overall well-being.
The second is by adopting healthy eating habits, we can achieve our physical health, improve mental quality, and prevent various diseases.
A second argument is consuming a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins provides our bodies with the necessary nutrients to function optimally.
Argument 1. Firstly, healthy eating promotes physically well-being.
The next argument. Studies have shown that a nutritious diet can improve cognitive function, memory, and concentration.
Okay guys, let's in now. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, hello everyone. Good morning. How are you today? Okay, I'm good too. Thank you. So for today, for the first of all, I want to take what is this? I have some stories for you guys. So, can you hear my stories? Are you ready?
Ready, miss.
Okay. So last week, my mother took me to join the religious tour organized by the community in my village. The religious tour was to Magelang and Yogyakarta. So my mother and I go to the, what is this? What is English and what is titik kumpul in English, guys?
The place.
Yes, place point, right? So my mother and I go to the place at 3 p.m. The first stop of our trip is to Magelang, which is in, what is that? Do you know the grave of Mbah Siraj Payaman? No? Okay, the grave of Mbah Siraj Payaman is in the Magelang. And then after that, the second visit is to the grave of Mbah Kulhu. It's near to Mbah Siraj Payaman in Magelang. Okay, after we going to the grave of Mbah Kulhu, we going the next visit in the Yogyakarta, which is in the Sheikh Maulana Mahribi. It's close to the beach, Parangtritis beach. So we choose to join. After that, we continue our visit to Yogyakarta, right? Specifically to Parangtritis beach. So after praying at the grave, we enjoyed the beauty of Parangtritis beach. So for the next, I have question for you guys. Do you have some experience about what? About some stories, experience, and you shared with your friends?
Yes, Miss.
Why is that?
When I go to my grandmother's house last holiday.
Wow, it's so interesting. Maybe next, yes. Okay, so for today we will learn about recontext. Can anyone read the definition of recontext?
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
Alright. So recontext is a text which inform or retell events or experiences in the past that happened to the speaker or writer. The purpose of recon is to inform or to entertain the listener or readers.
Okay, good job. Maybe next, please. Okay, so I have some example of the recontext. I will read the first paragraph and anyone can continue to read the next paragraph, okay?
Yes,
Okay.
Miss.
Last summer, my family and I went on a vacation to Bali. It was our first time visiting this beautiful island. Please continue.
We arrived in Bali in the morning and checked into our hotel, which had a stunning view of the ocean. On this first day, we visit Kuta Beach where we enjoy swimming and surfing. The next day, we explore the cultural heritage of Bali by visiting Uluwatu Temple and watching the traditional Kecak dance performance at sunset. We also visit the famous Tegalalang rice terraces and took many pictures. The highlight of our trip was a day spent at a water park, which was fun for the whole family, and we ended our vacation with a relaxing day at the spa before flying back home. The trip to Bali was fun and unforgettable experience. We enjoyed every moment and created many wonderful memories. Bali's natural beauty and cultural richness left a lasting impression on us.
Okay, thank you, Mania. Okay, from the text. No, please before. Nah, okay, from the text, can we analyze what the structure of this text? For the first paragraph. Last summer, my family and I went on a vacation to Bali. It was our first time visiting this beautiful island. Who is doing a vacation?
I and my family.
Yes, good job. And when is this?
Last summer.
Last summer. And where the vacation? Where is the vacation?
In Bali.
In Bali, good job. And in which part describe the activities or event that occurred during the trip? In the paragraph
We
two?
arrived in Bali.
Yes.
We arrived in Bali in the morning and checked into our hotel. And then on the first day we visit Kuta Beach.
We enjoy. Okay, good. And then the next day we also visited, and then we end our vacation. Let's describe the activities or events. The third paragraph is the trip to Bali was an unforgettable experience. It can be called the conclusion, right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, next please. Okay, so we can conclude that the first paragraph can be called the orientation. Orientation is usually to inform to inform who is the and then when the story and then for the second paragraph it's event or series of events. The series of event is describing the activities doing by the story. And the last one is conclusion. Conclusion is inform what the people conclude by the activity. Next. Okay, next. Okay, thank you. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you for your great attention. Let's end our lesson today with hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Okay, thank you for everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good too, thank you. Alright, so before we start our lesson today, let's reciting basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, let me check your attendance first. Nabila?
Present, Miss.
Nada? Present. Gina? Alright, thank you. Okay, before we go into the material, I have a question for you guys. Do you ever ask it by your friends about your opinion?
Yes, Miss.
Alright, next. What if your friend asking you about Harry Potter movie?
I think Harry Potter is exciting and immersive.
Yes, anyone else? Alright, masterpiece. Okay, next question. Okay, what's your opinion about pizza? Delicious. Okay, next.
Spicy.
Spicy. Anyone?
Pricey.
Alright, pricey. Yeah. Alright. So from the question that I asked for you, what do you think what we're gonna learn today?
Asking and giving opinions.
Alright, that's right. So last meeting we have learned about descriptive text, and today we will gonna learn about asking and giving opinion. Next, so which is so useful in our daily life. And by the end of the lesson, you can be able to asking and giving your opinion to others in poetry, and then you can be able to asking and giving opinions in reading, and you can doing role play. Alright, so next let's take a look at the screen. Okay, there are two dialogue, one dialogue and two dialogue. So let's take a look at the dialogue, and we will read together, but I will read the question part and then you will gonna read the answer part, okay? So let's start. What do you think about this movie?
I think it's amazing.
Alright, next dialogue is, what's your opinion about this place?
I think it's beautiful.
Alright, thank you. So I have a question. Which part is the question one? And what
do you think?
Alright, and which one the answer?
I think.
Alright, so in dialogue 2, where is the part of question?
What's your opinion?
Alright, and the answer what?
I think.
Alright, good job. Next. Alright, in asking and giving opinion, if you want to asking opinion, you can say, what do you think about? Okay, repeat after me. What do you think about?
What do you think about?
And then, how do you feel about?
How do you feel about?
Do you like?
Do you like?
Alright, and if you want to giving your opinion, you can say, I think blah blah blah.
I think blah blah blah.
Okay, in my opinion, blah blah blah.
In my opinion, blah blah blah.
Alright, so you can use that for food, movie, game, plans, and so on. Alright, next. Alright, time to practice. And please make 2 groups and try include 2 students. And then after that, you must to come up to the mystery box and then get 1 card. Alright, so you have to be prepared. And then after that, you will perform the role play in front of the class. Okay, are you ready?
Ready, miss.
Okay, so before that, let's take a look at the example. Okay, there are dialogue from for the example of the pizza, and the question one is, what do you think about pizza? And then your friends gonna answer, I think pizza is delicious. And then your friends will gonna asking you again, do you like eating pizza? And then your friends gonna answer, personally, I don't eat pizza often. Okay, ready guys?
Ready, miss.
Okay, please for group 1, come up. Alright, so first you have to take 1 card on this mystery box. Alright, what do you get?
A reading book.
Alright, so after that you have to make the dialogue, and the dialogue include 2 sentences of the question and then 2 sentences of the giving opinion, okay?
Okay, miss.
Are you ready?
Yes. Ready.
Okay, let's start.
Do you like reading books?
I think reading books is interesting.
What do you think about reading novels?
Personally, I like adventure stories the most.
Alright, good job everyone. Alright, so anyone? Group 2? Azah and then Muna? Okay, thank you for group 1. Okay. So please take 1 card on this mystery box. Alright, ready guys? Yes.
Do you like going to the beach?
I think beaches are beautiful.
What do you think about beaches?
Personally, I enjoy swimming at the beach.
Alright, good job. Give applause everyone. Alright, thank you. So, next. So, what we have learned today? We have learned about
Asking
and
opinion.
giving opinion. Okay, how do we ask opinion?
What do you
What do
think
you
about?
And the next,
How do we?
Do you like? And then, all right. So, how do we answer it?
I think.
I think. Okay. In my opinion. All right. Good job. So now you can able to asking and giving your opinion in English. Okay. Don't forget to practice anywhere you are. And then before we close our lesson today, let's reciting Hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Okay, thank you for your participation, guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.